Hello everyone, welcome to today's topic. So today I'll be covering about how to create a data set using R programming. So before starting today's topic, I'll give a demo of how to install the base R function, R software, because in my last video it was not recorded properly. So let's go to our web browser. So go to cran.r.project.org. Here you can go to download R for Windows. You can go to Mac or Linux as per your operating system requirement. Then go to this install R for the first time with the subdirectory base. So when you click that, it will be redirected to this page where you will see download R, then version 4.0.1 for Windows. So you just click here and a file will be automatically getting downloaded. Then you can just install it as per as you install other softwares. Okay, its installation is very simple, very easy. And so let's move on to today's topic. Today we'll be covering creating data sets using R. First, we will understand what are data sets, then what are data structures. Here we will be studying what is vector, matrices, arrays, data frames, factors, lists. First, what is a data set? A data set is usually a rectangular array of data with rows representing observation and columns representing variables. Here we can see the first row, second row, third row, fourth row. These rows are known as your observations. Similarly, first column, second column, third column, fourth column, fifth column. So these columns are known as your variables. So first row, first column, you can see it is having the patient ID. This patient ID is known as your row identifier or case identifier. And then admission date. It is here in this field, all the data are in date format. Then your continuous data type, your continuous data means your this age data is having a continuous value like 25, 25.1, 25.8, 26, 29, 30, 50. So there is no gap in between the data. That's why it is known as continuous data type. Then diabetes and status. These are known as your nominal variable and ordinal variable. What is a nominal variable? Nominal variable and ordinal variables are known as actually categorical variables. So in nominal data type, here you can see the data like here diabetes type 1 and type 2. These diabetes type 1 and type 2 are not having any order. But in ordinal variable, you can see poor, improved, excellent. So there is a order. So obviously, the status poor is indicating that patient 1 is having bad health condition compared to improved, then compared to excellent. But how much bad we don't know. So there is a order. These orders, orderly variables are known as ordinal variables, and non-orderly variables are known as your nominal variables. These both are known as your factors in the R programming. We'll move on to different types of data structure. One is your first is a vector. So what is a vector? Vector are one-dimensional data arrays that can hold numeric data, character data, or logical data. In R programming, we will see combined function C bracket is used to form a vector. This is a sample code you can see, which we will be writing in the R programming. Then matrices. A matrices is a two-dimensional array in which each elements have the same mode, like numeric, character, or logical. Then matrices are created using the function matrix in the R Studio. Then this is a sample code, and here we can see it is n row means number of rows, n column is number of columns, and 1 column 20 means it is matrix is having number starting from 1 to 20. Then arrays are similar to matrices but can have more than 2 dimensions. This array function we can see is being written with the function called array. In that bracket there will be vector dimensions and dimension names. This is a sample code. Then data frame. A data frame is more general than a matrix in that different columns can contain different modes of data like numeric, character, and so on. So here a data frame can be created with the function data.frame. This is a sample code you can see. Factors are, as I have mentioned already, are your categorical variable. One is your nominal variable and other is your ordered categorical or ordinal variables. These two are known as factors in the R. So it is being, if you wanted to convert that variable into factor, you need to use factor function in the programming tool. This is how we write a factor. Then your list. List is the most complex data type in the R. So lists are the most complex of the R data type. Basically, a list is an orderly collection of objects, components. A list allows you to gather a variety of possibly unrelated objects under one name. So here you can see list contains vectors, arrays, data frames, and list also inside a list. Then we will be moving on to our R Studio to write the particular code, whatever we have studied till now. So this is the R Studio, and I have written a script for today's session. You can just look into it. I'll just run it and explain it in brief, and you can find this script in my Telegram group. So link for Telegram group will be mentioned in this video description. In R Studio, you can provide comment using a single hash sign here, a comment area, so we cannot, it will not be run in the program. Then here the first is this values 1, 2, 5, then 3, 6, minus 2, minus 4. These values are assigned to number A, variable A. Okay, so you can see here the C function we have studied for assigning a vector. Similarly, B is being assigned the value of 1, 2, 3. These are the character variables. First, we have studied how to assign the numeric variables. In second, we are seeing the assigning a character variables into B. So character variables means here 1, 2, 3. So here we are seeing that we are giving double quote. So you have to remember to put a double quote, and then the variables are being separated by the comma. Then third is your logical variable. So true, 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 false, true, false. These values are being assigned to variable C. So let's run one by one. So here you can see when I run A, so here in global environment you can see A is having the value of 1 to 7. Okay. So unlike arrays, here you can see the numbers, position of a number starts with 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So similarly, this second line of code B. So here in global environment, you can see there is a variable B with character data type. It is having values 1, 2, 3. Then here C is having a logical variable, and then matrices. As I have already mentioned, this matrix function is used for creating a matrix. Here we are assigning the values of matrix. It is 1 to 20, and we are here giving the values equal n rows means number of rows equal to 5, number of columns equal to 4. So here we can see if you will run this code. So we found out that y is having values, all integer values. Okay, and we will just print the y. These values are being printed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like that. So here by default, we are this value is being printed in a row wise manner. First 1, then 2, then 3, 4, 5. Okay. Then here we can see this row names and column names has been given as 1, 1, 2, 3, like that. It is little confusing. We can rename it. We are renaming R names, row names. We are giving R1 and R2. Then similarly, row name, column name, we are giving C1 and C2. Then we are assigning the value matrices, matrix to my matrix. Okay, with the values cells. Okay, in cells we have assigned these values 1, 26, 24, 68. These values we wanted to print in a matrix format, and their row names and column names will be renamed to R1, R2, C1 and C2. And here we have mentioned by row equal to true. That means these values will be printed in whole row wise, like first 1, then 26, then 24, then 68. So we'll now see, and we'll just print this my matrix here, my matrix. Okay. So here, as I told, it is printing by row wise order. So 1, then 26, then 24, then 68. Then our next topic is array. Array here we have renaming dimension 1 as A1, A2, dimension 2 as B1, B2, B3. Dimension 3 as C1, C2, C3, C4. And the Z function is having the array where we are having a data of 1 to 24 all numeric values, and then this vector 2, 3, 4, and the dimension name are having the list dimension 1, dimension 2, and dimension 3. So let's run this code. Then dimension 1 has been assigned here, A1 and A2. Dimension 2, B1, B2, B3. Then dimension 3, C1, C2, C3. Then we are assigning the value of array to the Z. Then we'll just print Z, this Z value with the column C1. You can see this matrices A1, A2, B1, B2, B3. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Similarly, here C2, C3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, C3, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Here we are seeing that first it is running on the column 7, 8. Then it is moving to next column 9, 10. So this is your array. Next topic is data frame. So data frame, as we have in the initial slide, we have seen a table. So we'll just replicate that table here. So that table was having patient ID 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we are not taking here the date. Then we are taking the age. Then diabetes status. Okay. Here patient, age, diabetes, then status. This data has been entered. Then these variables we wanted to put into a data frame or table. So we are just having this patient data as a table name, a data frame name, and we are just assigning all this patient ID, age, diabetes status to it. And let's print the patient data. We will see the first column will be a patient ID, then age, then diabetes, then status. So patient ID, age, diabetes, and status. Okay. But here we can observe that this diabetes 1, diabetes 2, type 1, type 2, and status 4 improved. Excellent. These data are your categorical variables. We have not converted it into factors. How to convert it into the factors? We can simply write diabetes is being assigned to again factor. With the function factor we can write. Diabetes is a nominal variable, so we don't need to provide the order. Type 1, type 2 does not matter much. But in the second case, status, you can see we are having factors. Okay, factor status, then order equal to true, and then levels equal to your poor, improved, excellent. So we are just assigning the label. So here order equal to true means your poor is having very bad health, then the improved, then the excellent. Let's run it. So if we here print this patient data, so there is seems to be no difference between our earlier output after converting the factors. But to see the information about these data types, what you can write str, okay, bracket, then your patient data. So you are here seeing the type of information of this patient data. So patient ID is here numeric, age is here also numeric. Diabetes is having factor with two levels, type 1 and type 2. And here status is having the order factor, yeah, ordinal factor with three levels. Poor is lower, then improved, then excellent. Then our last is our list type data type. So as I have already told, inside list, all these things are there. Your vector, your character vector, your matrices, your list also is having inside your list. So we are having a G variable is having my first list character data. Then our second age is having numeric data. Then J is having our matrices. Then K is having our character data. Then your list is being assigned as list title equal to G. In title it will be G. Okay. Then ages equal to H. Then matrices equal to J. Then character equal to K. So let's run it and see and print this my list, and we'll just expand the console. So here we can see title has been printed as my first list, age has been printed as this 25, 26, 18, 39, and matrix is printed as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then character are 1, 2, 3. So if you here we can print the str of my list. Here we will get the information about this list. Title is having character data type, my first list. Age is having number 1 to 4, and then matrices, it is having integer type. Then your character is having character type data type 1, 2, 3. These all things. Next topic, data type, how to import data from different sources, from Excel file, from a CSV file, from websites and other things. So thank you for your attention, and if you like this video, please like and subscribe and provide your comments, and at the same time join the Telegram group mentioned in this description in the video.